Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 1st of May, 1984, and the title is The Beauty of the Essence in the Expansion. Bapdada is seeing the expansion and also the children who are the form of the essence of the expansion. The expansion is the beauty of this godly tree, and the children who are the form of the essence are the fruit of the tree. The expansion is always in a variety form, and everyone always likes the splendor of the variety form. The splendor of the variety is definitely the decoration of the tree, but it is the fruit, the form of the essence, that is powerful. You are always happy to see the expansion, and seeing the fruit, there is the hope of being constantly powerful. Bapdada too is seeing the essence amidst the expansion. The essence appears so beautiful amidst the expansion. All of you have experienced this. There is so much difference in the percentage of the essence and the percentage of the expansion. You also know this, do you not? The specialty of the expansion is its own, and the expansion is necessary. But it is the fruit, the form of the essence, that is valuable. This is why Bapdada is pleased to see both. He loves the leaves that are the expansion, and he also loves the flowers and the fruit. This is why Bapdada too has to become the server, the same as the children, and come here to meet you children. Unless he becomes the same, there cannot be the meeting in the corporeal form. Whether you are souls of the expansion or souls that are the form of the essence, both belong to the Father. That is, both have become His children, and this is why the Father definitely has to give number-wise all the children the fruit of their desire to meet Him. Since devotees definitely receive temporary fruit of their devotion, you children too definitely attain your right as children. Today, Baba has not come to speak a Murli. All of you have come from far away, and so Baba has come to fulfill his promise of celebrating a meeting. Some simply meet the Father with love, some with knowledge, and some with the form of being equal. However, Baba was seeing the specialty of all the children who have come from all directions. Firstly, Baba was looking at the specialty of Delhi. It is the place of the beginning of service. And even at the beginning, you servers found the banks of the river Jamuna to begin service. You went and served on the banks of the river Jamuna, did you not? The seed of service was first sown in Delhi on the banks of the river Jamuna, and the palace of the kingdom will also be on the banks of the river Jamuna. This is why, together with Gopi Vallabh, the father of the Gops and Gopis, and the Gops and Gopis, the banks of the river Jamuna are also remembered. Bapdada was watching the TV of the powerful children of establishment. So, those from Delhi have the specialty of the present time and also of the future. It is the place of the foundation of service and also the foundation of the kingdom. You residents of the place of the foundation are so powerful, are you not? Those from Delhi have the responsibility of remaining constantly powerful. You instrument souls who are residents of Delhi constantly have this crown of responsibility. Do you not? You don't sometimes take the crown off, do you? A resident of Delhi means one who is constantly wearing the crown of responsibility. Do you understand the specialty of being a resident of Delhi? Constantly put this specialty into practice. Acha? The other long lost and now found children are those from Karnataka. They perform very good plays of devotion and love. On the one hand, there is deep devotion, faith, and they are very, very loving souls. On the other hand, in terms of the world, well-known, educated souls are also in Karnataka. So, there are both those with bhavna and also those with position. Therefore, the sound can spread from Karnataka. The land is one that has a loud sound for even though those souls are VIPs. But that land is one of bhavna and faith. They are humble. They can easily become the means. The land of Karnataka is instrumental for this special task. Simply always keep your specialty of bhavna and humility with you in service. Never let go of this specialty in any atmosphere. These two are the oars of the boat of Karnataka. Keep both of these together at all the time, not one ahead and the other one behind. Then the boat of service will show the success of the specialty of this land. The balance of the two will glorify your name. Acha? To those who constantly make themselves the form of the essence, that is, the form of the fruit. To those who constantly remain stable in the stage of the essence form and who also enables others to become stable in the stage of the essence, to the constantly powerful souls, to the powerful servers who are embodiments of powerful remembrance, to such elevated souls who celebrate a meeting through the form of being equal, Baptadasma, remembrance, and Namaste. Do you constantly experience yourselves to have a right to the Father's inheritance? To have a right means you are a powerful soul. Perform actions with this awareness. There isn't any type of weakness still remaining, is there? Always consider yourselves to be the same as the Father. The Father is the Almighty Authority, and so you children are Master Almighty Authorities. With this awareness, you will always easily continue to move forward. Let there always be this happiness, because the happiness of this time cannot exist at any other time throughout the whole cycle. At this time, you have attainments from the Father, whereas later, souls will attain from souls. Whatever you attain from the Father cannot be attained from souls. A soul itself is not all-knowing and all-seeing. Therefore, whatever you attain from souls is temporary. whereas the attainment from the Father is imperishable and permanent. You now receive imperishable happiness from the Father. You constantly continue to dance in happiness. Do you not? Constantly continue to swing in the swings of happiness. As soon as you come down, you become dirty because there is mud down below. If you are constantly in the swings, you are always clean. And without being clean, you cannot celebrate a meeting with the Father. Just as the Father is pure and clean, so the way to meet Him is to become clean. So those who constantly stay in the swings are always clean. When you have been given the swing, why do you come down? Eat, drink, and move along while being in the swing. It is such a big swing. The days of coming down have now ended. It is now the days to swing. So always remember that you are the elevated souls who are always swinging in the swings of happiness, joy, love, knowledge, and bliss with the Father. Whenever any situation arises, remember this blessing, and on the basis of the blessing, you will also experience the company and the experience of swinging. This blessing is a means of constant safety. To remember the blessing means to remember the bestower of that blessing. There is no effort required when you have received a blessing. You easily attain all attainments. Do all of you experience yourselves to be elevated and fortunate souls? The biggest fortune is that the bestower of fortune now belongs to you. Let there always be the happiness and intoxication of this elevated fortune. This is spiritual intoxication that can stay all the time. If perishable intoxication stays all the time, there is damage. Those who stay in this spiritual intoxication will automatically have forgotten the attractions of this old world. They neither remember their old bodies nor their old relationships of the body. They easily forget these. They don't have to make effort to forget. They would even have forgotten body consciousness. They would be soul conscious. The constantly soul-conscious stage is the perfect and complete stage. Therefore, always maintain the awareness that you are fortunate souls. Some have ordinary fortune and others have elevated fortune. Always remember the word elevated. I am an elevated soul. I belong to the elevated Father, and I am a soul with an elevated fortune. Let this blessing be always with you. When you become an elevated soul, and your time, thoughts, attitude, and actions become elevated, then seeing you, many souls will have the pure desire to become elevated. Service will be accomplished through this. Bap Dada meeting the mothers. All of you mothers have become world mothers. Have you not? You are the world mothers who uplift the world. You are not mothers of a limited household. You are constantly world benefactors. Just as the Father is the world benefactor, in the same way, children are also world benefactors. So, are you living at home, or are you living in a place of world service. The world is your service place. You are those who live in the unlimited, not in the limited. Which do you spend more of your time in? A limited household or the unlimited? The more you keep the aim of being in the unlimited, the more easily you will continue to be liberated from limited bondages. The thoughts you have now that you don't have time, that you do have the desire, but that your body doesn't function, or that you don't have any power are all bondages. When you have the determination to want to do unlimited service, that you have to become engaged in this, then those bondages end in a second. You will then automatically find time. Your body will begin to function by itself. You have this experience. It is not possible that you don't have time or that your body doesn't work for an elevated task. You will have wheels. When the wheels of zeal and enthusiasm are there, then even those who are unable to walk will begin to walk. Their illness will end. When a necessary task has to be accomplished in the world, what do? Your illness goes away for that time, does it not? Later on, you might go to sleep, but for that time, you do whatever you have to under compulsion, do you not? Therefore, just as you continue to do everything against your conscious wish for worldly task, in the same way, here too, you will continue to move along in happiness. When the wheels of compulsion are able to make you do things, then what can the wheels of happiness not do? Therefore, put on the wheels of zeal and enthusiasm and happiness and cut those limited bondages. You have finished the bondages of your husband and your children, so now become free from even those subtle bondages. Fly and make others fly. To think this one is like this, that one is like that, are also strings. Break even those strings. They too bring you down. So become flying birds who are free from bondage. Mothers, you have received the special treasures of happiness, have you not? The Father has especially brought these treasures for you, mothers. Continue to play with the treasures of this happiness. Continue to distribute them. This is all you have to do. While doing your housework, continue to distribute the wealth of happiness. Then the housework will also get done as though you are playing a game. One doesn't get tired playing a game. So, constantly continue to move forward in this way. You are not ordinary mothers. You are Shiv Shaktis. Shaktis means those who are destroyers, the victorious ones. You are those who hoist the flag of victory. You are those who reveal the Father to the world. While looking after your household, always have the unlimited intoxication that you are the Shiv Shaktis who destroy all evil. The Father himself has come on this earth for you, mothers. You have the happiness that you called out to the Father and that he had to come. Do you not? Why? Because of sorrow, you mothers called out from your heart, and the Father made such mothers who called out worthy of worship. He liberated you from calling out. Now, there is no need to call out. All your desires have been fulfilled. You found the Father and you found everything. Always stay in this happiness and continue to donate happiness. Have mercy for your equals. Your equals are so unhappy. To awaken your equals is the work of you mothers. You have awakened to awaken others. Be merciful from now and awaken them. Otherwise, your equals will complain to you that you didn't awaken them. Acha, at the time of taking leave, everyone says good morning, but your morning is with God, and so it is a godly morning. You spent the night with God, and you are now celebrating with God in the morning. Therefore, always remember both God and good. The remembrance of God makes you good. If there isn't God's remembrance, you cannot become good. All of you constantly have a godly life, and this is why your every second and every thought are good. So it isn't just good morning, good evening, and good night, but your every thought and every second are good because of the remembrance of God. Do you have this experience? Now, your life itself is good because your life is with God. You perform every action with the Father, do you not? You don't do anything alone, do you? You eat with the Father, or do you eat alone? Always remember the relationship between God and good and bring this into your life. Do you understand? Acha. Special immortal love, remembrance, and Amrit Vela Namaste to everyone from Bab Dada. Blessing, may you be a true moth who with the remembrance and service ends all circling around and surrenders to the flame. Children who constantly remain busy in the remembrance and service are easily liberated from all other circling. If any type of circling still remains, you continue to circle around. Sometimes the circling of relationships, sometimes the circling of your own nature and sanskars. All of those wasteful types of circling will end when you have no one except flame in your intellect. Those who surrender themselves to the Father become equal to the flame. Those who surrender themselves, that is, those who merge in Him, are true moths. Slogan: in the company of those who have become true touchstones, souls who are like iron also become gold. Om Shanti.